Greetings and welcome to Let's Play Ancient Ys, Vanished Omen, as part of the Ys Chronicles Plus. I don't know what that means, and that's because I am playing this blind. I've never played this game before. I don't know who this person on the front here is holding this ball of miasma. But what I do know about the games of Ys is that you play the same character throughout the games. So, and that it's an action role-playing game of some kind. Since it is a role-playing game, I will be attempting to role-play my character, who is the same for everyone I know, but slight variations are possible, I'm sure. So, that's what I will be doing, although occasionally I will break off to comment and say something about what I find interesting or fascinating about the game. So, without further ado, let us begin. So I've already fiddled with a lot of the options, but I've not actually ever gone past this screen, so I'm not even going to bother looking at what these do. I'm not interested. Let's just start a new game and see what there is to see. Oh, I didn't look this up. I'll play the newer version for the sake of I'll probably play all the newest versions of the games, so let's just keep that trend, and I'll just pick this one. And I'll play on the normal difficulty level, because I don't know the game well, and I don't want it to be too difficult, but not too easy either. So, normal. I think to myself, what am I doing here? Why am I in this bed? I see that the doctor is next to me and saying something. He asks if I'm in pain. I check myself over, and there is some pain, but nothing debilitating. I look around the room as I'm listening to the doctor. I notice that there are there's another bed just below mine, and it looks about like a quaint house, but I certainly have never been here before, until I hear the words Barbadoport. Was this where I was trying to get to? I can't quite remember. What happened? Someone else comes into the room. They're having a conversation. I'm still groggy from my recent awakenness. Someone named Slaff? Oh, I can see him a lot better now. He's much younger. Was I dead? Certainly I could be. I don't think so, though. Bluto. I see. Well, I guess I give my thanks to him for saving me from the beach and the water. Rebels, huh? Well, thank you very much. My name is Adol, and I thank you both for saving my life. I'm from a region known as Promaloc, and I came here to Asteria by boat. Yes, I remember hearing about the storm wall, and I had a plan to get over it, but it's all so hazy. Oh, it looks like there's a nurse coming in. Oh, I get a better look at her. She seems pleasant enough. And they seem to know the other two. I don't actually mind, is what I think to myself, but I decide not to interrupt their conversation. I understand. It must be very strange for you to get visitors considering the storm wall. I had taken the time to recover. My injuries seemed more severe than I had realized. I had a few aches and pains as I was finally recovered, but after a few days, it seems like I'm ready to stand up. I decided to don my outfit, put on the armor, as there is always danger to be had no matter where one travels. Something I learned from my guardian back in my previous life. Certainly, it's a very cozy little home. This fireplace is quite nice. It looks like the two of them are in the next room. Let's see what they have to say. Yes, I am. Thank you very much for all of your assistance. Yes, I feel like I've stayed in bed far too long. I need to exert myself just a bit here. But don't worry, I won't. Overexert, that is. It was a very daunting adventure. I still don't even know how I got through it. Thank you very much. Maybe I will stop by if I feel inclined to do so. As I suspected, which is why I have my adventuring gear, but I won't press my luck now. I feel like these two are very good people, and I hope to help them in the future should they ever need my assistance. Looks like a very standard clinic. Nothing too fancy. Very homely. Oh, the breeze is very nice out here. It certainly feels like spring with laundry out there to dry. Looks like someone's taking a walk over here. Oh, my name is Adol. And you? Yes, he did a very good job. I continued to explain pleasantries with this man, who is Old Man George. And then he told me about a strange fortune-teller who lives in Mania, which must be a town to the north. Apparently she predicted the Stormwall and the monsters. I would be interested to see what she has to say about that. Interesting, I say to myself. I wonder, what does she know? Indeed, I must be careful. Taking care of the body is one of the first rules of adventuring. Taking care of your own body, that is. I best be wary and not exert myself too much. However, this doesn't appear to be a very large village. There's definitely a lot of places for kids to play. I wonder if there are any around. Someone appears to be in that house. The chimney is blowing up some smoke. I see. This is where the breeze is coming from. The ocean. Fortunately, I was saved by the doctor. Bluedo. Let's knock. Looks like someone's inside. They're inviting me in. My name is Adol, and you? Well, I'm Torrance. Torrance is his name. Oh yes, about Slav. That was the young man that I had met while I was in bed a few days before. Well, I don't know about that. However, as I think about it, perhaps I do agree with this Torrance fellow. And I decide to talk to some children because they are always the greatest moments of all conversations. Sometimes they have special insight. However, I'm not sure if the Stormwall is quite as neat as this Danny claims. Ah, I see. What he's worried about is losing someone he knows. I can certainly understand that. And I introduce myself to this woman, and she says that she's Rebecca, and that she is born and raised here and never wants to leave, and that her child is paramount, the safety of her child, that is. Interesting. I must contemplate the situation. There's obviously something blocking people from leaving, but does it help people from leaving? Does it make them think? It's definitely a curious consideration. About the Stormwall, that is. Oh, it's a cute dog. I don't have any snacks on me, or else I'd give it a treat or two, perhaps. Well, anyway, let's take a look. Ah, the militia headquarters I was told about. Well, let's take a look inside. I might learn something. Oh, is that who I think it is? Yes, it's Slaff. Well, hello there, Slaff. I seem to be doing okay. Well, I have been a very heavy sleeper all my life, I think. So I guess that's my only explanation. Well, I heard that the land was cursed. There's some blight or some issue with your land, and something's going on here. It's one of the reasons I came. Oh? Yeah. All the cities I went to on the outside of this island, they weren't keen on coming here, that's for sure. So, what can you tell me from a native perspective of Asteria? I've heard the curse, but perhaps I've misheard things. Yes, so there is this town, there's a walled city of Minea, and a village in the mountains. So there's 3. Adel ponders to himself that for an island with only 3 towns, it certainly has more than some other islands. Ah, I see. So there was even another town that was wiped out by the monsters. And I must have been on White One Beach when I was found. Promalock. I see. Indeed, that Stormwall is certainly doing something. Seems like there's a lot of problems. Adel considers that there does seem to be quite a few things here. Do you know much about the Stormwall from this side? Yes, that matches what we've been told. Adel considers that certainly matches the stories he's heard 6 months ago. Interesting. How unfortunate. And it was actually very fortunate that I was able to get here at all. So what can you tell me of this town? So there's a silver mine nearby. But for now, it's just a fishing village because the silver trade is not working due to the storm wall. And, of course, the militia. Ah, yes. I heard the name before. You said that while I was in bed. The rebel. That would explain the militia. Well, this is something to consider. I'm not sure what I should be doing here. I'm trying to recollect my thoughts. Let's see what's going on.